Hello, my name is Christina Holcomb, and today we will be discussing the value of a college education. There is a narrative commonly circulating in the media and political circles about the rising costs of a higher education, including its indebtedness. The narrative usually begins with the question that we all as students want to know: is a college education really worth the investment? As a senior student in university, I have been fascinated over the past year by how far my college education will improve my chances on obtaining a stable and higher paying employment. I have read and studied countless of college articles and opinions about the importance of having a college education while also doing valuable research on the internet. Now that I have grabbed your attention, let's discuss the three main points I have chosen to inform on the value of a college education. My first main point is post-secondary credentials have never been more important in higher education. It is no longer a privilege for just the rich, but also a necessity for the less fortunate. This further proves that a college education remains the greatest driver of socioeconomic mobility in America. Through my research, I have found almost 3 out of 4 millennials who have gotten a college degree say that their degrees have already paid off, and another 17% believe it will pay off in the future. I know that we're going through the pandemic, but I have faith when this is all over, we'll be able to attain employability. Also, college graduates with a bachelor's degree typically earn 60% more than those with only a high school diploma and are far less likely to face unemployment. That's a staggering amount from the difference between someone with a high school diploma and someone with a bachelor's degree. In fact, individuals with higher education levels earn more pay more taxes, believe it or not, and are more likely than others to be employed and to have a job benefits such as retirement and health insurance. We have seen recently on the news that Social Security is dwindling, so having some kind of secure job is very important. As a result of my findings, one can conclude that having a college education is considered one of the best investments for anyone's livelihood and future. This brings me to point number 2. Not only is university level education valuable, but also those students who seek a community college education. I started my degree in community college. And that is due because more and more employers and employees are looking for certificate programs than your traditional college route. Did you know that enrolled students are serving more than 40% of U.S. undergraduates and with a strong history of preparing for the workforce? Community college are a critical piece of the higher education and economic landscapes. So without community college as well, the economy would dwindle. Also, community college enrolls nearly half of all college students. You know, that keyword is all college students. So half of everyone that is in college are at a community college. And they also provide educational opportunities that's to some students who would otherwise not be able to have access to. For example, low-income students who can't afford university level education, they go to community college first. This type of education has reduced poverty rate amongst low-income families. So some education is better than no education, so that is valuable. Even those students that attend community college still face many challenges, but the good news is that some students are less likely to face financial and economic disparity. As previously stated, some education is better than no education. This is further proves that no matter the level of education, it is always valuable to have some kind of education. This brings me to my final and third point, the relation between job opportunities and education. We can now prove having a college education plays a vital role on what kind of job opportunities that are being offered and the amount of jobs being offered. Studies show that by not having a college education, it may affect the amount of job opportunities open to you. And a good example to you is right now during the pandemic, a lot of people with high school diplomas are in retail, and a lot of retail companies are closed because of the pandemic, so they don't have as many opportunities as someone that would have a college degree. Case in fact, about 3.6 million jobs were available requiring associate's degrees, earning a median household income of $53,700. In fact, those that reach a bachelor's level degree earn a staggering $50,000 more than someone with a high school diploma. And that is the difference between, poverty. Furthermore, when it comes to future hiring, employers indicate that there will be a greater increase in emphasis on hiring college graduates with a 4-year degree or community college degree. This finally proves my research that by having a college education, it increases your chances for job opportunities and better pay. In conclusion, over the course of this speech, I have discussed how college is a driver for socioeconomic mobility in America. I have explored the value of all types of education and elaborated on how having a college education may affect one's pay and the amount of job opportunities open to you. Finally, providing that college education is valuable.